Back at the bus, back at it again with another episode review for Cross. The season finale is here for season 2. I think they did a really good job at not only very quickly closing the chapter on some of the things that we've built up throughout this season, but they are already trying to get into season 3, which we know that they've officially been renewed. The thing that I was hoping to see a little bit more of in the season finale was Bobby Trey.
Hey, he fell off the earth. I don't know what the fuck happened to Bobby Trey. I don't know what the hell happened to Bobby Trey. They just kind of closed that up in the season prior or the episode prior and never went back to it. So we don't know what his little end of mission was.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we would see something that would lead into season 3 for him, and we just did not get that. And for what seems to be a fan favorite for most people watching this show, a little interesting that we decided to leave that out, but
it has to have something to do with Mastermind.
Sure.
Has to have something to do with that. If not the director himself, because he's been putting her in such harm's way with having her or Michaela to work the way that she's had to work. So I would see her, maybe wanting some revenge, or at very least try to get some leverage, maybe to get his job.
Yeah. We quickly closed off any loose ends, I would say, in the first half of this episode. And with that comes, first of all, the security guard for Durand getting offed. I saw that coming. I didn't know she was going to specifically poison the food to get her to go to her urgent care, but I knew once she got to the urgent care,
I was like, how are they going to get her away from Durand? Like I knew she was gone. Like they wasn't going to end it. If there was going to be one person that she failed to actually off, it was going to be Durand, because he was just so heavily guarded. But yeah. I was wondering about how they were going to get her, peeled away from him. To go back to your initial point about how fast they wrapped up the first half of what we needed to, put a bow on for this season. I think that was purposeful, because at first I was a little bit taken aback by how quickly the pace was moving.
Yes,
I was like, damn, this is very choppy. But I mean, we set up the whole lose arc in the first 15 minutes of that last episode. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck are we gonna be doing for the rest of this time? And they really, I think the purpose of that was to shake us out of this rah king cop shit that was happening over these last couple of episodes. And they even teed it up for you in the recap for the finale, right? John is trying to, rationalize to Cross about how, we're the good guys and we're helping, and Cross is like, well, hold on, are we really helping, doing what we doing from our position? Like, I think Luz was a very interesting inflection point for Cross, because she unearthed so much of the nasty underbelly of what keeps these people in power for so long. And so he works this case from start to finish, sees, everything from human trafficking to murder that this guy is getting away with. And now his superiors sitting up there talking about how, we got to slow play it, and we got to work it this way, and we got to do, man, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. And if that's how it has to happen working for y'all, I don't want to be with you. I've seen what this man is capable. I've seen what he's done. He murdered children and then buried them out in his cornfields. Like, I don't, on the same cornfield that he was trying to have us celebrate him on. And you want to keep him in power so that you can keep your spot, so that you can stay comfortable and y'all can keep making money and whatever the fuck the interest is. It cannot exist within my orbit, within what I'm trying to do. Like, those things are not aligned. So I think that was I thought that was pretty dope, that's what they spent the rest, the remaining 35, 40 minutes on, is him fighting against that. Because I'll be honest with you, man, it was running thin on me. The whole linear morality of cops, good guys, bad guys, and that's it. It was starting to wear. So
Well, not for nothing. It also goes at odds with the whole Cross and Kayla thing. So, you know, now there's a Cross versus Kayla thing here.
Yes, sir. Get her up out of there. Fucking fed. Goddamn op.
But also, I mean, it should have been seen from not only us, but it also should have been seen from, you know, the other characters, right? He made a promise to Luce that he was going to, you know, do the right thing in this instance. And so she killed herself. Like, what do you think also, was going to happen?
Well, maybe. And then also very reminiscent. That scene at the dam is very reminiscent of the what is it, 97? Along Came a Spider with Alex Cross. The little girl gets kidnapped. It ends up being his partner who kidnapped her all along. In the very beginning of that story, he has an agent that he has undercover, and she's working with the guy, and he makes her, and he takes off and tries to get away. She shoots him in the leg. They crash into the guardrail over this dam, and she's stuck in the car on the dam. And she's just stuck there, and they're trying to grab her and trying to bring her in, and she ends up falling up, and that's the opening to the movie. It was very reminiscent of that scene. Alex trying to no, lose, no. Same kind of scenario. Lost the girl over the bridge. So I thought it was a an interesting callback.
The Morgan Freeman one.
Yes, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Facts. I forgot about that one, actually.
Nice little Easter egg.
Yeah. So, okay.
Also, do we think Luz is dead? You think she's dead?
Well, unless what happens at the end is a like a metaphoric type of thing.
I thought that was
at
pretty
the funeral
dead
thing or the memorial. She was walking through the streets in the memorial.
So my only thing is it must have taken them. Well, yeah, it had to have taken them weeks to excavate all those bodies and then get them back to the families in Mexico.
Yeah.
So in that time that they was doing all that to set up the funeral, could she have theoretically washed out somewhere and then made her way back to Mexico?
I think so. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, she could have. Is it far-fetched as hell? Absolutely, but that's some type of shit that I'm tuning in for.
Okay, when I say possible, I mean like TV possible, not like real life.
Yeah, no, she would have been ripped to shreds in those tides.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, like you said, TV wise, absolutely could have been her with the same tattoo, or it could have been somebody paying homage to Luz. It just, but what we didn't see was a body. They didn't show her, in a morgue somewhere, so we don't know for sure.
I mean, let's be honest, she's probably dead. But again, that whole thing.
I mean, there's a reason why they showed that tattoo.
Sure,
it wasn't for it wasn't just there for no reason. So
yeah. Not for nothing. Totally right on that tape thing. Boom.
On the tape. He gave her some bullshit. He gave Donnie some bullshit.
I don't get a lot of things right, but hey, I got that one right for sure.
He gave Donnie some bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't really mentioned this a lot throughout the season. Actually, I don't even know if we talked about it at all. Josh Peck playing the senator.
Yeah,
I didn't. I haven't liked it at all. I mean, not that he's a bad actor. I just don't like seeing Josh Peck being a serious senator. Like, okay, all right, but no, not for nothing. He did do a good job.
Yeah, he did it what he was supposed to.
And then obviously he was the one to kind of uncover to the public everything that's been going on with Durand. Got boy with the goofy face at the press conference,
and he did it so smooth. He put the FBI and the police department in the arrest when he announced it publicly. So it's like, how could you go back on it now? Like he announced that it was you who made the that broke the information and made the arrest. So how could you go back on it now? Is it a position where you can't safeguard it? He's already announced it publicly that you gathered the information that would eventually lead to this man's arrest. Now they can still find a way. They can still find a way to get this man a light sentence or something like that. And I want to see what that's going to lead to for Alex. Honestly, with Alex kind of being out on his own, how long do we, ride that line of morality? Does cross over from, private detective into vigilante status? Does he go full vigilante, handing out his own justice? We'll see.
Possibly.
I find it eternally frustrating that Elle seems a little bit more attracted to this man now that he's a vigilante.
Oh, for sure.
But when he was a cop, it was, you know what? Okay, I'm not safe with you, and you be lying, and I don't know, Alex. But then, you know what? Actually, that's valid, Elle. That's valid as hell. Now he out on the run, trying to doing his Punisher shit, and she like, oh, okay, yeah. Make sure you stay alive out there.
Facts. Barking on homegirl, barking on Kayla. Mm-hmm. It was good to see, but yeah,
I can charge you as an accessory. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know that I like this for her ex-boyfriend now. She got a whole man out here, and she's not with him no more.
You talking about little Rufus over there?
Yeah,
whatever his name was.
The man for his Michelle Obama.
He knew he wasn't about to last. That's why he started saying shit like that. He was trying to save it. he knew that shit wasn't gonna work out. He could feel it, and he was trying to save it, calling her Michelle Obama and shit.
Yikes. I do like that the community also came together to help Cross throughout that. And John, they got a whole diner set up. They got different cars. They got actors to play Cross in the car. The whole thing was a nice little setup. And it's like we're going back a little bit to where Cross started with season 1, where it was more about the community. So I definitely like that aspect of it. Nana Mama came in to talk to John's mom.
The lowest bitch I ever met. And he was riffing at first. And they got the same haircut.
That's crazy.
And they got this.
That is same trim.
So much for everybody thinking that TK was actually John's mom, or John's father, excuse me, was actually John's father. So yeah, really, that kind of made me upset there. So it really was just some random nigga that you was laying up with. Now you're not gonna tell, so you can't talk to your son no more. Like, damn,
crazy, insane. The little boy, they found his mom out in Toledo or whatever.
That's his sister. His sister.
Oh, it's a sister. Okay. Mm-hmm. I get it. It's a good thing. Everything great happened there, but
you about to live here too? We ain't make this ain't no more boarding house now.
I just come on, man. Why did we need to adopt him for that? He found his sister in weeks. Okay.
Is his sister grown? Can you take him? Can you care for him?
She seemed
like not about to live here. You got to go back to Toledo.
Right. Is that everybody? Is that everything? Kayla
over here starting a refugee camp.
But yeah, no, definitely a nice ending to season 2. It did its job in getting me excited for season 3, which they, like I said, they went ahead and announced right as the season 2 episode came out. So
very dope.
That was dope. Definitely here for it. Glad to see Cross and crew coming back again for another one for sure.
Facts. Let us know what you thought about the finale here for season 2 of Cross. Like, share, and subscribe as always. We will be working on Invincible next, so make sure you tune into that. We'll have that out this week as well. And I don't know, man. I might hop in and do some Paradise. Paradise has been very good this season. I think I might.
Oh, look at you!
Jump out
look at you!
Do some reviews.
Bet. All right. Well, in that case, make sure you check out our playlist full of Cross reviews. See what we talked about as far as season 1 and season 2 in their entirety now. And then, like he said, make sure you check in with us. We like to do TV reviews. And like he said, next one up is an Invincible. Peace.